Mm. My name is Leonardo Mora. I am going to explain to you about improving of the depolluting and self-cleaning abilities of air lime mortars with dispersing admixtures. This study is to develop new air lime mortars with enhanced porosity, depolluting, and self-cleaning abilities. The results showed that photocatalytic activity was improved due to the action of the superplasticizers and indicated by an average 33% increase of no degradation, which is significant to the polling activity of these mortars. Photocatalytic agents must be immobilized onto supporting materials, so that their incorporation in construction materials is one value optimum. On the one hand, the effect of the superplasticizers in the photocatalytic effect of the mortars was studied. Materials and methods. The materials is pozzolanic minerals and mixture in 20%, waterproofing agent, and superplasticizers added in two different dosage to 0% and 1%. Preparation of mixtures. All raw materials, limes, aggregates, and mixtures interplanet proportions were mixed for 5 minutes and a solid admixtures mixture BLHCA. Afterwards, the resulting mixture was poured into a different porosity mixture, and water was added and measured for 19 seconds at low speed and adjusted according to EN 196E1. Methods: determination of density, air content, workable life, pure size, distribution, and compressive strength of the mortars into fresh mixtures. The density, air content, and workable life were determined according to the standards. Results and discussion. The photocatalytic activity was assessed by monitoring the nitrogen oxide removal ability of the mortars after 91 days of curing in a closed reactor. The presence of a high range weather reducers and superplasticizers produces a large excess of weather, which in the end evaporates, causing the main contribution to the poor size distribution. This is a graph of the poor size distribution of samples with different superplasticizers last 91 current dates. This is a graph of compressive strength of the different samples after 91 current dates. Self-cleaning performance degradation of the dye deposited onto the surface of the mortars was studied as indicative of the self-cleaning ability of the mortars. Conclusions. The addition of the superplasticizers resulted in a clear increase of the pulling action of the lime mortars by 33% on average as compared with SP-free mortars, resulting a 44% of oxide nitrate removal. Other conclusions. This study demonstrates that the presence of species also enhances the process-induced hydrophilicity of the mortars, a mechanism that powers the self-cleaning action. And finally, this is a reference of the paper, this presentation.